Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you the beginning of my Castlevania Night difficulty video walkthrough. And this is a game from a new save on Night difficulty. And for anybody wondering, Night is the second hardest difficulty on this game. The one above it is called Paladin. The reason why I didn't do this guide on that difficulty is because you can't start from a fresh save on it, which means you carry over a powered up character, and I personally don't think those guides help if you're completely badass and you do it, because it doesn't show the struggle. It doesn't show you what you should be doing, how you should be approaching fights, because you have every move unlocked and you're just a tank basically. And I made that mistake on my Force Unleashed 2 video and I regretted it, so this one will be different. First two things I will say is the differences in the difficulty on this game are an interesting one. The two major factors are the damage that you deal to the enemies and the damage you receive from the enemies. And on Paladin, the enemies will take a little bit more damage. They will also deal a little bit more damage. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same. The aggressiveness and the ferocity of the enemies is the same on easy as it is on the hardest difficulty. And I think that's just down to the AI being programmed that way. And so yeah. It's one of those games where regardless of difficulty, the enemies are still going to give you a challenge, but the damage that they do will obviously, dictate the real difficulty. But at the start of this, you're being introduced moves, and I really don't like this part because you can't actually do the moves until the game tells you how to do them. So for instance, you can't roll away until the game teaches you how to fucking roll away. And I get hit right at the start like a retard because I'm trying to roll and it won't let you do it. And it's just a bit frustrating really. But all you have to do on this early section is, it's very simple. This is the tutorial level. You're going to beat up a bunch of werewolves. It's going to introduce, how to play the game and all that good stuff. And then a warg, or whatever they're called, one of the big werewolves is going to turn up, and you have to fight that. And the first thing I will say about that fight is, it's not a very challenging fight, but I make it look challenging because I've not been on Castlevania when I first started this guide, so I was a little bit rusty. I wasn't too great. But by the time I started recording it and I started playing it, I got back to the level of quality that I was on, and it's a little bit more of an impressive show. But this first fight is pretty damn horrific. Funny to watch though, but just keep beating these dudes up, keep following what the game tells you to do. Every time you see that circle on your screen, it generally means it's a save point, and there's a cutscene. And for anybody that doesn't know, who hasn't watched my guides, I will be trimming all the cutscenes out as best I can, because these are supposed to help you learn how to play the game, learn how to beat the game the most effective and efficient way. This is not to show you the story or to save you the 50 quid or whatever it costs to buy the game. If you want that, go elsewhere, because I'm going to talk over this and I'm going to talk in detail, so be warned. But here he is. This is the warg, and it's pretty predictable. And what happens with this dude is, he has two major attacks. One is that what he's just done, where he leans his shoulder off center just slightly, and then he does a double punch move. His other attack involves him leaning backwards, a white energy charging in front of his face, and then he dashes at you. And whenever there's the white energy, it means the move is unblockable, so you need to always dodge out of the way of that. And right now, the trick to this bit, because it can be fussy, is wait for his eyes to glow before you grab him. Do you see his eyes glow? That's when you hold the button. And I fucked this bit up tons of times because I'm a moron like that, but that's the end of the first level of this, guys. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching, and you take care.